What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remy L. My Eye. You are now tuned in to my Eye TV. Y'all already know the routine. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. But most importantly, hit that notification bell and make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. So this video right here is old Sugarfoot going on another Golden Beauty smear campaign. I'm gonna give my commentary throughout the video and some at the end, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of this for yourself, because this shit is wild. Stories keep changing, scenery keeps changing, everything keeps changing, but like I said, I'll let y'all hear it for yourself. So without further ado, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Peace, family. It's the General Froze. This video right here is about my review on my last relationship with my ex. Let's get right into it. I was with Yogini Mayat before I was ever with Golden Beauty. When me and Yogini Mayat was married, that was my wife. Now, I picked Golden Beauty as my second wife. I did it right. Now here's the thing. I didn't know that Golden Beauty was a prostitute. Oh my God! I didn't know that. Just like I didn't know Martina was a prostitute. Oh my God! Or else I would have never fucked with them bitches. But one thing I will say about Martina, despite the fact this bitch ain't want to bail me out of jail and everything else she did to play me, her pussy was clean. I'm not gonna lie on her pussy just because I don't fuck with her.
Here we go with this again. Oh, the smear campaign of his baby mom. Here we go. 1 minute she selling pussy, 1 minute she not. Now all of a sudden she was a prostitute. We already know Martina was selling pussy. We know that already. This we know. But Golden Beauty, bro, this is the mother of your children. You got to explain this to your children. But here we go.
Now during this time, Golden kept trying to get me to stop talking to Yogini, and I refused to do so because that was my wife and I loved her and we were married, and bitch, she was my second wife. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say why I didn't leave Golden, because she used parole, and she used the fact that I was on parole in my apartment, it wasn't in my name, to blackmail me to stay, which I'll get into in a second.
I told y'all this is gonna be a good one. Story keep changing. Now all of a sudden she blackmailed him to stay together. Now all of a sudden she fucking the biggest supervillain in the world. She the Joker now. She's the Joker now.
So now, boom. It's been one time I went let me just tell y'all the type of shit Golden used to do. This bitch used to go in the bathroom and try to slit her wrist. If y'all look at this tattoo Golden Beauty got on her forearm, I'm the one that paid for that. My tattoo man Chino did that. If y'all, now some of them cuts was already there. If y'all, and I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know, but until I seen her. But with that being said,
nigga really. Now all of a sudden she's suicidal. This is him trying to discredit her and make her look just as crazy as he does in court. That's all he's trying to do. This is a smear campaign. He's trying to throw dirt on her name and make her look psycho and suicidal so he can tell this to the courts. Nigga, I thought you said you was the world's didn't he say he's the world's best black attorney, the world's greatest attorney? Well, you seem pretty dumb, because without any evidence or proof, why didn't you tell this before when it happened? You ain't got no evidence to prove this shit. And even if she did cut her arm, that could have been before or after the relationship. It could have been at any time. My nigga, like, this nigga is goofy. Goofy. The story keep changing and changing.
One time I came home and this bitch was drunk on the floor throwing up from drinking Four Locos. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why is you in the house drunk drinking Four Locos on the floor? Then I come home another time, she in the bathroom crying, trying to fake slit her wrist. I don't know if she was serious or not, but she trying to slit her wrist. So I call her family. You know what I'm saying? They're unresponsive like always.
Now he's trying to smear her family as well. So not only is he trying to smear Golden Beauty, the mother of his children, which he's going to have to explain this to his children, he's trying to smear her family as well. He's trying to smear any and everybody he can. He's on a smear campaign. He's looking for content. He's looking for attention. So he's trying to point the finger and make everybody look as crazy as he does. That's just my assumption. I don't know what the fuck is going through this nigga head.
So boom, I try to kick Golden out to go back home. She's saying she don't want to go back home because her family is abusive. She say her father beat her mother beat her, etc. Now whether that's true or not, I don't know, because that bitch be lying. I'm just telling y'all what she told me. So she refused to go back home. Me and Golden would not have never lasted this long had that bitch just simply went home in Buffalo out of the 1,000 times I asked this bitch to go home.
Now all of a sudden you asked her 1,000 times to go home. Nigga, stop fucking lying. Y'all had a whole channel called the Otten Family. My nigga, y'all was documenting everything. Everything. Now all of a sudden you wanted her to go home. Nigga, when did this happen? And why didn't you say this before? Why didn't you say this in the beginning? Bro, you've been going on a smear campaign for a whole year. A whole year. There was no detail that you was leaving out. But every time you tell this story, there's a new detail added to the story, my nigga. This story has evolved and changed so many times. So many times that you can't even count. Like, if you go back to my videos originally on Young Pharaoh when I first started, watch the story and then listen to the story he's telling now and watch the details change. The story went from 2 minutes to 10 minutes, from 10 minutes to a half hour, from a half hour to 2 hours. That story gets longer and more detailed every time he tells it.
So here's the thing, boom. Now this bitch Golden used to slit her wrists. She used to get drunk and throw up. All kind of shit. I found out later down the line it was some young nigga named Philly from Buffalo, a young dusty nigga. She done got this nigga number at the Juneteenth. She selling pussy. All kind of shit. But like I said, I never knew because I was working and going to the gym. I never knew this bitch was a street whore. I never knew. I just gave her the benefit of the doubt of being an adult. I never went through her phone, never hassled her. You feel me? Even though she constantly went through my phone.
Now it's a nigga named Philly. First it was Steve. He followed her all the way up to the school, tried to have the superintendent bring a dude named Steve out. Then it was a Muhammad. I think it was an Eric. Next is going to be Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Sean, Nate, Mike, and Wanye. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, wouldn't be surprised. The list goes on. Every time he tells the story, it's a new dude added to it. And Philly is the weirdest fucking name ever. I'm from Philly and I've never even heard anybody named Philly. People from Philly don't even call themselves Philly. These names sound made the fuck up. They sound really made up. And the details in the story just keep evolving. I wouldn't be surprised if she say, she fucking Barney too. I would not be surprised.
So, now here's the thing. Boom. One time I tried to break up with Golden in Buffalo. Her mother tried to call my PO and get me locked up. Another time I tried to break up with Golden in Buffalo. She talking about something. Well, if I gotta get out, you gotta get out, and I'm gonna call the office and tell them that you're not supposed to be here because you on parole and the apartment ain't in your name. But I'm like, it's not in my name, but I'm paying the rent though. So it's in my baby mom name, but my baby mom wasn't my baby mom at the time. She was my best friend. So it is what it is.
I know I broke the video down to different short little clips, but if you watch the video of this live stream, the whole entire thing, In the beginning of this live stream, he said he sat down with Golden Beauty parents and they didn't want them to be together. He said they didn't want them to be together the whole time. They never liked him. And now you're saying that her mother blackmailed you in order to be with Golden Beauty. Which one is it, nigga? This is the flip-flopping shit. This is the flip-flopping shit that I be talking about. This nigga be lying his ass off. He say one thing, and then by the end of that conversation, he's saying the total opposite shit. Which one is it? Did they want you to be together, or did they blackmail you? Because that doesn't make sense. Number two, that was Camille's apartment. He's not lying about that. But the one thing he is lying about is, nigga, you wasn't paying the rent in that apartment. Camille was paying all the rent. She was working. And that's why we think you did Camille dirty, because she held you down while you was in jail when you was that broke bum ass nigga who had nothing and nobody. And then when you got out of jail, she got you on your feet, got you an apartment, and worked to pay for that apartment. You ain't pay no fucking rent, nigga. She was paying rent in that apartment, and then you left her in the dust. You better be careful there, little buddy. Your slip is showing.
But long story short, Golden Beauty refused to get the fuck out the entire time I was in Buffalo. That's why I'm like, bitch, how was you complaining about my lifestyle, yet you refused to get the fuck out this entire time? So now, after basically forcing us to be together through blackmail, through systematic blackmail, or judicial system, or blackmail through the judicial system, you know what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit, after forcing us to goddamn be together, boom.
This what don't make sense. Why didn't you say, come on now. Young Pharaoh was outspoken when he first came out. You think he wouldn't have spoke out against some shit like that? His baby mom parents trying to force him to be with their daughter. You better be careful there, little buddy. And this is how you know that this nigga is fucking lying. He has little things that he does that tell you he lying. He got little phrases like, boom, whatchamacallit, or twinkle his nose, or start playing with his lips, putting his lip gloss on, because you know that nigga a diva and his lip gloss be popping. How?
Now, Yogini basically get to the point where she removed herself because of Golden. So Yogini got to the point where she disliked Golden so much, she just cut me off. So that's how me and Yogini stopped talking, because she didn't like Golden that much. Now, boom.
I notice he keeps trying to blame Golden Beauty for him losing Yogini. Golden Beauty had nothing to do with you losing Yogini. You openly admitted to whooping her ass. That's why you lost Yogini. You beat her up. Camille said it. Golden Beauty said it. She said she witnessed it. And you said it out your own mouth. Ain't nobody hear Yogini say it, but you said it out your own mouth. And your excuse was, she swung on you first. They all just so happen to swing on you first. You got a pattern in fighting women, but they all swinging on you first. Get the fuck out of here, my nigga. You lost her because you beat her up.
Golden, right? I asked Golden, I'm like, what do you want, Golden? Because, bitch, you don't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck do you want? Like, what would make you want? Do you want to run a business? Do you want to work? Or do you want to be a housewife? Like, what do you want? So, this is Golden's words. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not lying on her. I put this on Buddha. That this bitch said this. I'm not going to never lie on Buddha. I put this on Buddha. Golden said, I want to be a housewife. Golden was like, I don't care if you do polygamy. She was like, polygamy is not the problem. She was like, all I want is 2 kids and to be a housewife. I said, why do you want 2 kids, Golden? Because I told Golden at the time I didn't want kids. Because I'm pretty sure y'all heard her try to say, oh, Pharaoh don't even want the kids. I'm like, bitch, I never said I didn't want my kids. I said I'm on parole and I don't want kids while I'm on parole. Because even though I'm not in the streets, there's still a possibility I can go back to jail just for something as simple as police contact. And if I'm in jail, how the fuck I'm gonna take care of my kids? So she was like, I don't care if you do polygamy and I don't care what you do. I just want to be a housewife and I want 2 kids. And I said, why do you want 2 kids, Golden? And I wish I would have, I ain't gonna say I wish I would have never gave her 2 kids, but I wish I would have listened to myself. But She said she wanted 2 kids so she can give them the love that her parents never gave her because her parents used to beat her. Swear to God, that's what she said.
Now all of a sudden you didn't want to have kids with her. Stop fucking lying. Y'all had a whole channel, lovey-dovey, called the Otten Family, my nigga. Y'all had a whole channel. And from the way she described it, you wanted her to be a housewife. And from the way you described it, you told her that you would pay her to basically be your house slave. Not a housewife, your house slave, your house servant. You basically offered her a job to be that, my nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
So this is why me and Golden Beauty had 2 kids. Other than that, I would have never had no kids with this bitch. If that's the case, I would have had kids with Yogini. There's no way that y'all think I wanted kids with Golden Beauty over Yogini. So now, boom. You know, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That bitch ain't no, she not the, I ain't gonna say she the dirtiest bitch in the world, but she ain't the cleanest bitch in the world. Yes, it be kids, diapers and shit on the floor. It be shit like that, but she did clean up from time to time. I ain't gonna lie, but she ain't the cleanest bitch in the world. Let's just say that she's not. And the last time I fucked that bitch, her pussy was stinking. That's a fact. You can ask Martina that. That bitch pussy was stinking. So with that being said, that bitch is a nasty bitch. But anyway, so boom. That bitch basically terrorized me and forced herself into my life all of these years. Then we get down here and she started running the streets. And I don't know if that bitch was out here. She probably was out here selling pussy. I don't know. But that bitch was out here doing whatever the fuck she do. And then trying to tarnish my image and act like it's me when it's you. And then I'm like, bitch, you fucking with a child molester who don't wipe his ass and don't brush his teeth and is dirty. She fucking a dirty ass child molester, whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Whether she's fucking my ex-bodyguard, more than likely she was, I don't care. But it's just like, bitch, you a dirty bitch. You're a nasty bitch. She's a dirty bitch. She sell pussy, and her pussy do be stinking. Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
Oh hell no!
To sum this whole entire video up, this is a smear campaign. He's butthurt. He even said during the live stream, look, she's texting me now. She just texted me. So whenever, it's the same old shit that's been going on for the last year or so. Whenever he gets into an argument or he's butthurt about something Golden Beauty said to him, the first thing he does is run straight to the internet to try to tell his side of the story, or to try to smear her name and tarnish her name and her image. Like now all of a sudden her pussy stink and she's a prostitute, but you was with her for 5 years. You better be careful there, little buddy. Your slip is showing. That don't make sense. You was with her for 5 years. You had kids with her, 2 kids. Now all of a sudden her pussy stink and she's a prostitute, she's selling pussy and she cutting herself and she's an alcoholic and she basically the fucking Joker. Like he basically turned her into a villain. Come on, bro. Come on. And you gonna have to explain this shit to your kids. Your kids gonna see this shit one day, bro. Like your kids are gonna see this. Where's the sense of reason at? Your kids are going down the line. Your kids are gonna see this video and they're gonna ask, Daddy, why were you disrespecting my mother like that? And you wonder why she won't let you see them kids, nigga. You making it worse on yourself. He's his own worst enemy. He's his own worst enemy. He's the only person I know that can dig a fucking hole just to jump the fuck in it. That's what he does. He digs a hole just to jump right in the fucking hole. But like I said, at the end of the day, this whole entire thing is just a smear campaign. He's butthurt. And like I said, the first thing he does is run to the internet whenever he gets into an argument with one of his baby moms or anybody. He needs justification from the internet. He needs that. He craves that attention. That's his drug. That's his high. Attention. Told y'all, clout and attention is the strongest drug right now. But that's just my humble opinion. Definitely let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that notification bell. Make sure it's on all. It's your boy, the one and only, Brenda's baby, Remy L. Ma'at. You were just tuned in to Ma'at TV. I see y'all when I see y'all. Until then, you better be careful there, little buddy.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I do cocaine. Don't tell nobody.